What's the word? We are back to yap about the week 11 of the NFL season. What a week we had. We had close games every part of the slate. Rivalry games everywhere. Let's go. To start off this week, on Thursday night, we had the New York Jets facing off the Fuego New England Patriots. This was a competitive game, I'd say. The Jets were in it the whole time, the whole way. They hung in until the fourth quarter, where Drake May and Trevion Henderson said, "It's game time." Drake May, I feel like we talk about this guy every week. Every single time I'm talking about the NFL, I gotta talk about Drake May, the new kid on the block. They are 9-2 now, competing for this first round bye, riding an 8-game winning streak. Are the Patriots stoppable? I know their schedule's been bad. Everybody keeps saying that. But what matters is winning. Get to the dang dance, and then we'll see if you're competitive or not. Does anybody else like watching Drake May like I do too? He is so poised. His awareness in the pocket and the way he just delivers the ball on the dot every single game. It's so fun to watch. And when he's running, he doesn't flop. Compared to Josh Allen, he's not a flopper. He's not He goes down. He doesn't fall. He doesn't flop. He's a dog. I love watching Drake, man. Stephon Diggs, one of the best signings of the offseason. On primetime, he's up to 15 all-time. Second of all time in 100-yard games on primetime. Talk about showing up when it matters. Trevion Henderson, the breakout is fully here. I hope you stashed him in fantasy football. He's running like the wind now. He seems like he's got his confidence. The game is slowing down finally for the young Ohio State dog. The defense, it's still looking awesome. The Jets, it's like a high school football team offense, so you can't really show much. The rushing game was still stagnant as the Patriots do well in. Robert Spillane, great signing from the Patriots to grab him from the Raiders, leading the team in tackles. Clavon Chase on another guy from the Raiders, leading the team in sacks. Patriots are kicking butt. On the Jets side of the football, it's a struggle for the Jets. Justin Fields, this could have been an upset game. If they hit a couple of those passes, didn't drop some of those passes, they could have easily won this game. And they were what? Plus 400 underdog in that range? Super underdog. But Justin Fields, he looks like Justin Fields. The rushing ability's there. He's double clutching every time he sees something. He just does not trust what he is breaking down on the field. It has always been his kryptonite. After that first read, he does not know what to do with the ball. As you see on this touchdown, he literally double clutched to a wide open Adonai Mitchell. Or no, not Adonai Mitchell. It was John Michie. He was wide open in the end zone, and he double clutches. Dude, just throw the ball. You know it's open. Trust yourself. But his running ability, we all know Justin Fields' running ability. It's second to Lamar Jackson of all time. Him, Michael Vick. That's why I want to see Justin Fields as, let's say, Joker. I'd say Taysom Hill type role. I think he'd be one of the best ever. I want to see this man run with the ball. Stop throwing him at quarterback. It's only killing his confidence. He's not good enough at quarterback. He needs to realize that. The Jets need to realize that. And he needs to get benched. I could see it this week just because all the young talent, they're not going to get better. How are these receivers going to get better when Justin Fields doesn't want to throw the ball? There's definitely a quarterback change on the horizon. And Tyrod Taylor has proven he's been able to run this offense at a better level. Or he'd be able to complete his passes at a better rate. Jets, tank is on. Patriots keep storming. Early on Sunday morning, we headed out to the Bernabeu. Hala Madrid. Messi's the GOAT now. We had the Dolphins and the Commanders. I bet you half the amount of people that woke up for last week's international game didn't wake up for this one. Because who wanted to watch these two offenses? Let's be honest. It's the final international game. Damn it. I love these international games. As a football junkie, we all love waking up an extra hour early or two just to watch another football game. It's awesome. But this game was described by Devon Achane. Wow. This guy is so dang good. He is on a heater right now. Just so electric. So his athleticism, his burst, the way he breaks tackles and his speed, dude. He's so hard to take down. You see it. You just hit the hole. Break a tackle every play almost. It's like, oh, his weight was supposed to be a downside. Dude, he breaks tackles like he's Derrick Henry. Makes people miss like he's CJ2K. Like, dude, he just shoots out of a cannon every time he touches the ball. And he touches it so much in this offense. It's Achane or die. It's Achane or die. And like I said, if Mike McDaniels gets this run game going, it is so easy for the Dolphins to just dink and dunk with Tua. Waddle has key drops. That's his one issue. Jalen Waddle loves to have big drops. But Tua's a shell of himself. He's very limited. McDaniels obviously has some handcuffs on him for this offense just because he doesn't want them to lose the game because of Tua. And he's done that this whole year. This game was pretty much on the Dolphins side. Devon Achane, Riley Patterson got it done. It's plain and simple. On the Commanders side of the ball, the Commanders, this is just a season without direction. It's just dust. It's how you expect to see a Mariota-led offense with no Terry McLaurin, a weak run game. Like, it is just a bad watch. I bet you most Commanders fans were hoping they lost this game. It's already a throwaway. Daniels is probably out for the year. McLaurin's probably out for the year. At least you got Debo looking like himself, I guess. Debo's definitely back. And he's awesome to watch. I love seeing Debo take a screen and then run it for 30 yards to the end zone. Especially when I play him in fantasy. It's the best. The running back room, it's been a mess this whole year. Chris Rodriguez takes more touches from Bill. I guess he fit this run scheme for this game. The Dolphins' run defense is horrible. It's been getting gapped all year by every team they face, and they held their own today during this game. It was no big plays. Just chip away, chip away, chip away. Mariota had a big run. Other than that, it is just stacked boxes. Like, what do you expect? They have no weapons on the outside. I'm sorry, but Debo doesn't scare me in the slot. He doesn't. That's why they struggle to run the ball. They struggle to throw the ball down the field. Because defenses can just game plan for them so well. Because there's nothing that scares you. Especially without Jaden Daniels out there. Like, this game really just decided two directions for these teams. Dolphins can go out swinging the rest of the season. And the Commanders are just going to dwindle to a top 5 pick. In New York, we had the Packers taking down the Giants in a close game. What a road victory for the Packers. In the first start of famous Jameis's New York career, he doesn't look too bad. His turnovers definitely lost them this game. But at the end of the day, they controlled this game all in out. We had Jordan Love going in and out of the game. Josh Jacobs was a scratch. He got taken out of the game. PCL injury. Let's hope he's back for this year. Let's hope it's not a lengthy absence. That would suck. Giants running game looked great. The best it's looked since Cam Scatterbo left the lineup. Tyron Tracy ran well. Devin Singletary got in there for 2 touchdowns. Brian Burns almost single-handedly won the Giants this game. He is just a mauler out there. Him and Abdul Carter. Even Abdul Carter got some type of fine. No, it wasn't a fine. He got benched. He actually got benched the first quarter for something team specific. But wow, that D-line is so good. It almost won in this game. The Packers pull it out. This is what good teams got to do. You got to win those hard games on the road. Not every game is going to be a gimme. Not every game is easy. Malik Willis ended up throwing a touchdown. That was pretty cool. He came in, just threw a dart to Watson. I'm not sure if he was targeting him or Dobbs, but let's act like he was targeting Watson. Great catch. The return from Christian Watson has been awesome for this team. The downfield plays are coming due to him. He caught 2 touchdowns this past week. The Packers look to keep rolling, and the Giants hope for Jackson Dart to come back. Guys, I nearly forgot about this game. An AFC South rivalry game. Expected low scoring. The Titans lose to the Texans on a game-winning field goal. This game, it was just a tough watch. You saw it every once in a while in red zone. You saw Nico Collins make plays. Man, this Texans offense, do they not look better with Mills compared to Stroud? They're finally throwing the ball down the field. I saw a stat where they're throwing the ball 200 yards down the field the past 2 weeks compared to the other weeks. It looks atrocious. And I really think it is on Stroud and his reluctance to take pressure or take a hit. When you see Mills, he's hanging in there. He's moving. Stroud, he's reluctant to do that. And that's what I've noticed these past 2 weeks. Nico Collins, still a top 5 receiver. Made a great TD catch in the back of the end zone. He's a dog. Woody Marks has completely taken over this backfield. 7th round pick, by the way. Even though he's extremely inefficient, 18 touches for around 40 yards. Horrible. I think this play of Woody Marks shows how dumb this Texans team was in building this roster. They went into the season with his 7th round pick and Nick Chubb and said, yeah, we're going to be good, knowing Joe Mixon was out the whole year, obviously, as we've yet to see an update on Joe Mixon. Jaden Higgins looks like he's going to be something soon. This receiver core, they got it. They've hit on the receiver core, but that's the thing. They have no run game and no offensive line. So what does this matter? What do these receivers mean? They have all the upside in the world. Higgins, Noel, and Collins to be... Dude, they should probably be on the Texans for the next 6-7 years. For sure. They will be there. But what are they going to do around them? Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter, still a top 3 edge duo in the league. They wreaked havoc against Cam Ward and this average offensive line. Average. They suck. Texans kickers have been on fire. Matthew Wright this week, Fairbairn in the prior weeks. Matthew Wright goes 3 for 3 with the game winner. On the Titans side of the ball, I feel bad for Titans fans because I have hatred for this team. The way Cam Ward is just being thrown out there to die, dude. This team looks like crap. Cam Ward looks terrible because everything around him is terrible. I have never seen a rookie first overall pick get thrown into something like this. You guys got to remind me. When was the last time you saw a rookie quarterback on this bad of a team? Maybe Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence. I can say that. But oh my God, there is no run game. There is no receiver threats. For a comparison, it looks like Caleb Williams last year with Waldron. If he didn't have DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore, Romo Dunze, Cole Kmet. Yeah, Cam Ward's got Gunnar Holm, Van Jefferson, and Chig Okongwu. That's who he's got. And 2 rookies who are... It's horrible for the Titans, man. I don't like the Titans right now. Like, I don't like them. They're destroying Cam Ward. They destroyed his first year. His progression's already cooked. But man, I really hope they get it right this offseason. I would totally target Kubiak if I have a young quarterback from the Seahawks. Get their offensive coordinator. He will make everything easy on Cam Ward. Jeffrey Simmons came back. That was a upright. Nice Titans. We got Jeffrey Simmons back. He was kicking butt, opening up the edge rushers. They got to the quarterback at least 4 times against Mills, which it's expected. I think every single edge rusher in the league has the Texans circled on their calendar, just ready to stat pad because they suck. Man, it's a dumpster fire in Tennessee. That's all I got on Tennessee. They suck as the Texans take down the Titans. ATL, Draco. In Atlanta, we had the Carolina Panthers pulling it out to beat the Falcons. Wow, this was an awesome game. Fireworks from the get-go. Bijan tearing up the Panthers. Bryce Young. Wow. Who expected Bryce Young to throw for 450 and 3 touchdowns in the middle of November 2025? Not me. Holy moly. Where is this all the time? Bryce Young, they were tossing the ball down the field. Finally, they were trusting him. Finally, he was hitting his throws. Finally, it's like it all came together. Is this going to be it for the Panthers? Like, what if Bryce Young keeps building on this? They could make the playoffs. This would be an awesome turnaround for the Panthers. It would be so exciting to see. Thanks to Tedroa McMillan, the Hawaiian stud is getting used in the slot. Finally, Canales said, oh yeah, let's put our 6'4" guy who runs a 4-4 in the slot to give him better matchups and let him run with the ball. You saw it firsthand how good he is. Tetro McMillan. Baller. One thing I got to chill out on. I saw Dan Orlovsky say this draft class has been exceptional, which that's kind of crazy to me. Tet McMillan's been exceptional. Scorton, he's been average. The safety from Ohio State they got's been average. The tight end they got's been average. So let's hold our horses on this draft class being exceptional. It's really been the jump of this offensive line is just really good. Bryce Young's taking steps up. The run game's been so good. It's been a combination of everything, not just the draft class coming in and changing. It's not on the basis of the draft class. Trust me. Look at the production for the class. It's average besides Ted McMillan. Let's be honest. Okay. Rico Nasty continues to grab those incentives in his contract. Man, Panthers are going to be paying him a lot of money. Another team this offseason is going to be paying him a lot of money. He is so ferocious with the ball in his hand. You do not want to tackle that dude. Whew. Xavier Legette has one of his best games of the year. We've seen this multiple times from the first round pick. We need to see it consistently. Legette, country boy, I need to see it more. You're too good to be average. For the Falcons, it's nothing short of a disaster season for the Falcons. You have no first round pick. Bijan looks great. He kicked butt this week. He was kind of a no-show in the second half. But Drake London continues to kick butt. But sadly, Michael Penix has gone down with a season-ending knee injury. So the season is in dust after investing in 2 quarterbacks last offseason. Your first-round pick has played, I think, 12 games in 2 seasons. Kirk Cousins is still getting paid big bucks to now start for the team. It's scary. I'm getting goosebumps for Raheem Morris. He's probably going to get fired. That GM should get fired. I'm not going to lie. This is where you just clean house. As an owner, you have to. It's a mess. The defense got absolutely shredded. Besides the pass rush, it got there a little bit. They had a lot of sacks. But that's what happens when you play a team that's throwing the ball, like dropping back like 60, 70 times as the Panthers did this week. Bryce Young, he ended this season. Their season was already over. He put them 6 feet deep with this performance as Bryce Young takes down the Falcons in overtime. In Minnesota, we had the battle of 2 former first-round picks in J.J. McCarthy and Caleb Williams, with the Bears squeezing another victory out of their bum again. Is this the only way they can win? I mean, shit. Winning is winning. But man, every game comes to the end with the Bears. You just think, man, once they get this set up, like Ben Johnson, whoa. They're 7-3. Caleb Williams, he needs to get better. This is pathetic, bro. He is a first overall pick, and he can't hit 15 yards layups. This guy, I haven't seen someone this highly touted's touch be this bad. He's like Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball. His touch is horrible. When he's throwing the ball 15 yards down the field, you're praying that he hits the man somewhere near his target so he could have a chance. Every time I see Romo Dunze catch the ball, he's fully extending and the ball is still 2 feet away from him. Caleb Williams needs to get better, and this team can win. DeAndre Swift continues to ball out. The best stretch of his running career behind Ben Johnson's insane running scheme. He doesn't get in the end zone, but Manungai does. This offense's running game is elite. Caleb Williams is the real benefit. He is holding this team back. He is the one neutralizing this passing offense, not the offensive line, not the other team's pass rush, not their defensive coverage. It's him getting in the way of the Chicago Bears being a first seed in the NFC. You look at this and you just look at Ben Johnson, you're like, wow, how have you been able to do this? Cairo Santos continues to be a beast. Moody was a beast when he came in. The kickers are just doing really well in Chicago. But this team will be a first-round exit. Don't get your hopes up yet. The Vikings on the other side of the ball. 9 is not it. J.J. McCarthy. He looks like a toddler out there. It's like watching Arch Manning at Texas. He's not in his limits. He's not playing where he should be. He's not good enough. He needs to get benched. This is why Carson Wentz was playing before his long injury. But man, this sucks for Vikings fans. Just absolutely horrible. Going from consistency in Kirk, Darnold, even having Daniel Jones on the roster last year. And now you're stuck with 9. And it's hurting the whole team. It's just like the Bears. It's hurting the whole team. These receiving weapons are just neutralized. Justin Jefferson. Dude, how do you miss Justin Jefferson by 10 yards? He does it consistently. Justin Jefferson, this guy probably has a 45 and 42-inch vert. 45-inch vert. Bro, it's hard to miss a guy like Justin Jefferson, especially Jordan Addison too. 2 top 25 receivers, and they are not benefiting from J.J. McCarthy. It's horrible. Like Addison, he did nothing this whole game. Look at the targets to catches. It's bad. He was a no-show until that last drive. He didn't even have a catch yet. We got to talk about the interception in the end zone. Nashawn Wright. Wow. What a play that was. Dude. Hats off to you. The Vikings, the defense is keeping them in games. The Vikings, they're always in it. They're always in it. And they're now 4-6. Failed season for the Minnesota Vikings. Let's head out to Duval, where the Chargers got smoked by the Jaguars. Wow. Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Where were y'all? Did you guys forget to sleep on your flight? Did you get woken up in the middle of the night? Because from what I know, Duval has a curse on the Chargers right now. Dating back to that 30-point blown lead. And this one, dude, Justin Herbert. Does Trevor Lawrence own him? Or is it Duval? Then nothing went right for the Chargers in this one. Justin Herbert was pressured the entire game. That's all we can expect from now on into the rest of the season, as Alt and Slater are gone. It's a mess. It sucks for the Chargers because they're not going to have a chance without those two guys. It's sad. The run game, it's just a factor of it. Nothing burger. Vidal's doing good one game, just horrible the next. They can't even get the run going at all. What is it with these whammy games for the Chargers that it seems like Justin Herbert has a lot of these every year? Correct me if I'm wrong, but these are what is keeping him out of these discussions. He's already the NFL's poster boy this year. He's been everywhere with Madison Beer. Everywhere I see Justin fucking Herbert. Like, dude, he's not been playing up to his levels this year. We got to give him the benefit of the doubt. The line is dead. So we will see what they could do down the line, as they will still probably make the playoffs. For the Jags, what a huge win for Liam Cohen. This is another win where, can you guys think about what Trevor Lawrence did good? I can't. Trevor Lawrence just doing nothing and winning. That's what it's been this year when they win. They force turnovers and they win. The rushing attack. My Lord, Liam Cohen just comes in. Instant top 5 rushing attack in the league. Baishal Tuin comes out this week. Gets a lot of usage. Travis Etienne's been good all year. They totaled 3 touchdowns this week, along with a Lawrence rushing touchdown. 4 rushing TDs against the Chargers. Wow. Didn't expect that one. Did not expect this blowout. Jacoby Myers, he's going to be huge without BTJ out there, without Hunter. He is their guy. Jacoby Myers, BTJ should be back soon. But he is trash. What a play in the red zone to Tim Patrick. The fake and just the easy pass over the middle by Trevor Lawrence. Liam Cohen making it simple on Trevor because that's what you have to do or else he's going to lose you the game. It's really simple with the Jaguars. When they force turnovers, they win. When they don't, they lose because Trevor Lawrence. Duval is locked in for this playoff hunt. Game of the week as the Bills storm back to take down the Bucs. What a game. Big plays almost every single quarter. Whenever you look, whenever it was red zone, it was a 40-yard gash, run, pass. Crazy plays. What a game. Sean Tucker with the performance of the week. 3 touchdowns, almost 150 scrimmage yards. We're going to start seeing Sean Tucker play more and more. As we saw last year, he had a game like this last year. We're going to see more this year, and starting next year as Rachaad White is going to hit the open market. So expect a whole lot of Bucky Irving and Sean Tucker for the next couple years. It's going to be a crazy duo. Baker, he's got the best pocket presence in the league. Besides Josh Allen, maybe Lamar, Baker's up there. How many times do we see this dude get out of the pocket somehow, just squeeze out, manipulate his way to find the open space? Oh my God, that must be so frustrating for these defensive coaches and players. Freaking Baker, dude. Decent performance. The offensive weapons are struggling. They need help in the receiving corps. They need Mike Evans back. They need Godwin back. They need Bucky back. And this Bucs team, they're going to be good. The Bills, they just got Josh Allen. Josh Allen, man. He looked like Geno Smith that first quarter. First couple. That throw he made out of the end zone. What was going through his head there? But that's the thing, Josh. He has those turnovers sometimes. He really does. And it's not going to affect him in a game like today. Bro, he does that in the playoffs. It's game over. It's game over for Josh Allen if he does that in the playoffs. This man went Superman mode. 6 touchdowns. If you had him in fantasy, you probably won your week. The stuff he does is insane, man. Keon Coleman was a healthy scratch. GG's to his career. But that allowed undrafted Tyrell Shavers, never heard of that dude, making a name for himself. Had around a touchdown, 100 yards, a couple catches, including one of the best passes of the year from Josh Allen. What a throw that was. I could just see it right now. I'm putting it right here. Wow. Josh Allen just being Josh Allen. Listen, we're not going to talk about the refs because the refs are going to ref. Ty Johnson, huge receiving touchdown. Yeah, he's their best receiving back out of the backfield. And the Bills, they were struggling this year throwing the ball to their running backs as James Cook and Ty Johnson had so much success last year through the air. And you saw that last week through both of them. I hope the Bills keep this going because they have weapons out of the backfield, especially with Josh Allen back there running for his life. Oh, my God. The Bills, my issue with them, they're going to struggle this playoffs. That run defense, dude. Was Ed Oliver out? I don't know if Ed Oliver was out or if he's been out. I think he's been out. But, man, if they play teams like the Jags or the Colts in the playoffs, they're one and done. Trust me, the Bills will lose the first round if they play a good rushing attack. Bills Mafia, keep rolling. The Bengals and Steelers, AFC North clash that we all love to watch. But this game was the Steelers from the first minute to the last. As Aaron Rodgers and Jalen Warren both exited this game. Both got hurt. Mason Rudolph did enough to sail the Steelers to victory. Kenneth Gainwell, when Warren goes out. What a threat this guy is out of the backfield catching the ball. Almost 100 total yards, 2 touchdowns. Just like the London game, when he gets opportunity, Gainwell is good. Darnell Washington. My Lord. Imagine trying to tackle that dude. Dude. He is a unit. He makes these men look like children. Wow. On the defensive side, they look fine. Jalen Ramsey looks better. TJ Watt, having a down season to his status. I'm sorry. He's having a down season. I didn't look at the pressures. I only looked at the stats. That's my bad. I may be stat watching, box score watching, but let me know. The Bengals, it was a struggle fest the whole game. They couldn't get the ball to Jamar Chase. The times they found him were, Jamar Chase was so frustrated to a point where he spits on Jalen Ramsey. Jamar. You're supposed to be a leader of this team, bro. You cannot be doing that. And with spitting on Ramsey and Ramsey punched him back, they are both suspended the next week. That's horrible. For fantasy owners especially. I don't know Jamar Chase, but that sucks that he gets suspended for next week. Man, he needs to do better. That's pathetic. He should not be doing that. He is the guy of the Bengals. He should not be doing that. Don't force Joe Burrow back. If the Bengals force Joe Burrow back this year, I'm not going to say Burrow's going to get hurt, bro. It's going to happen. I hope it doesn't, because I loved watching Joe Burrow. But, dude, don't force him back. There's no point. You guys have already gotten this dude injured 4 or 5 times in his freaking career. He's only been in the league since 2019. He's played half of his years, dude. Get this man an offensive line. I'm sick of it, dude. Defense, dude. It's a laughing stock. The Bengals don't deserve these. They don't deserve Joe Burrow. They don't deserve Jamar Chase. Do you see that defense? What a laughing stock. It's hilarious that this team thought, we got Joe Burrow, guys. We got Teagan. We got Jamar Chase. We're going to let everybody score 40 points with this defense, and we're still going to win. This is the worst defense of all time. It's horrible. Especially with Henderson and Stewart being hurt. Oh my God. It was not competitive at all. Bengals fans, start looking towards the draft. Start researching defensive prospects. The Steel Curtain, top of the AFC North. The 49ers. Hey, 49ers. Wow. What a play. What a game for the Niners. This is how good teams win. Brock Purdy made his return. 3 touchdowns. Looked sharp. Looked like Brock Purdy. Unlike that Jaguars game where he was obviously hurt, malpracticed, put him in that Jaguars game. That needs to be investigated because he was not healthy. George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, 4 touchdowns total. George Kittle, he's back. McCaffrey, he's back. The Niners, this offense is so fun. Like, they look healthy. Who wants to play against this Niners offense when they're healthy? They are elite. This team is so good with CMC in the backfield. Kittle, Jawan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall. Ayuk may come back. Purdy's back. Man, just makes you think those injuries, dude. So this team is a Super Bowl roster. It's Super Bowl roster, but it's injured. They forced 3 turnovers, made the game so easy on them. The offense didn't have to do anything. They totaled 280 yards and scored 40 points. 280 yards, 40 points. Talk about dominating field position. 3 turnovers forced. Jacoby Brissett sets the NFL record for completions. This is crazy. He dropped back 57 times. The Niners did not record 1 sack. Not 1 sack. How crazy is that? This defense, it's so sad. The Niners are going to be crippled. They are a healthy defense away from going on a Super Bowl run. I'd bet them right now if they had a healthy defense. That's how good this team is. But man, Michael Wilson, what a day. 15 for 180. No, it wasn't Marvin Harrison. It was Sophia Smith's husband, Michael Wilson. Marv can't do it. Michael Wilson can. Trey McBrizzy, dog. He is on a run of the year from the tight end position since Kyler Murray's left the lineup. What would you expect? The guy who can't see over the line, he gets a guy. Trey McBride gets a guy who can actually see over the line of scrimmage and he can see him and he's passing it to him. Wow, who would have thought Arizona? Arizona's looking towards the draft. Niners looking towards the playoffs. Santa Clara's up. The Seahawks versus the Rams. The most anticipated matchup of the week for the sole possession of the NFC West. Sam Darnold, bro. Sam Darnold, bro. Oh my God. Dude needs to learn how to keep it in his pants. 4 picks, my guy. Dude, these were Sam Darnold specials. It looked like him last year against, who was it, the Lions? In that matchup when they were both 14-2. That's what it looked like. Sam Darnold seeing ghosts again. That's what's going to hold them back. That's it. Said it in my last video. If Sam Darnold doesn't turn over the ball, the Seahawks will succeed. They almost won this game while they turned over the ball 4 times. Against the Rams. That's all I got to say about the Seahawks. Don't let Sam Darnold not turn over the ball. They could win the Super Bowl. Kenneth Walker. Oh, K9, you conehead, finally gets what he deserves. They threw him the ball out of the backfield. Look what happens. He gets yards. Whenever he touches the ball, he does something good. Finally gets a touchdown. Awesome to see. JSN continues his historical season with another 100-yard game. AJ Barner is continuing to make an impact at a young age. 10 for 70. That was good. Rams. The Rams were bad this game. They were completely out-game planned. It seems like the Seahawks, 2 teams that run heavy 13-12 personnel, they looked like they had the game plans ready for this game. As they both run it the most. As it was expected. They both negate each other with their game plans. Kyron continues to run like crazy behind this top offensive line. Like, man, they are destroying through the run, and the pass game wasn't even elite this week. Like, the Rams had 6 punts, 3rd down at 20%, and they pull it out. They pull it out off a missed field goal to win it, and they had, I just keep going. Dude, Sam Darnold had 4 turnovers. The Rams barely won. The Seahawks are the favorite in the NFC West. They still play one more time, so it's still in their hands as the Rams take sole possession of the first seed. The Broncos take control of the AFC West as they take down the Chiefs in game-winning fashion. Wow. These rivalry games were pretty dang good. I cannot lie. Wow. Guys, it may be over for the Chiefs. Oh my God. Are we in an alternate reality, guys? We got to stay on course. They still have a chance, but it's looking like the Chiefs are not going to win the AFC West for the first time since 2015. It's been 10 years. Shout out Bo Nick. Shout out Sean Payton from a Raider fan. The Donkeys suck, but thanks for beating Patty. The Chiefs. They could not move the ball. They were struggling the whole game to consistently move the ball. It's little dink and dunks, little drags, little RPOs, just fighting for every extra yard. It doesn't look like a Chiefs team where everything is coming to it. This is what I expect. The last 2 games, they played cheap competition. Horrible competition. Now they play a team like the Broncos. You're not going to get these cheap yards because teams can't tackle. The Broncos are legit. They may not be 9-2 legit, but their Broncos are a playoff team. They're going to be competing for this first seed. What a race that's going to be. Travis Kelce, he may be in his second prime. He had 9 for 91 and a touchdown. He's been on fire these last couple weeks. Rashee Rice, he's one of the most overhyped players I think I've seen at the receiver position in my football watching career. He's a scheme fit player. He had that huge drop for that first down at the end of the game. Huge drop. Rashee Rice, bro. Should still be in jail. He should not be on an NFL field. Xavier Worthy needs to be the highlight guy out of that offense. He is so much better than Rashee Rice. It is crazy. I'm sorry. Rashee Rice is a bum. Bo Nix. Bo Magic. We got to respect him. He keeps doing it every week. Another comeback. I think he has the most comebacks in the last 2 years for sure, and these are his first 2 years. He's going to keep getting better. What a turnaround for the Broncos it's been. They went from sucking last year making the playoffs. They're going to win the AFC West already. Donkeys do it. First AFC West title since 2015 not going to the Chiefs. That is insane to me. Troy Franklin with an awesome route and game-winning catch to seal the deal. He's slowly coming around. He's leading the team in targets, which is insane after paying Sutton how much? Whoa. Sutton got that money and getting out-targeted by Troy Franklin. I like Troy Franklin. I think he's good. This offense is really good. RJ Harvey, he did all right. I want to see more manufactured touches for RJ Harvey with Dobbins out. But we got to talk about Troy Franklin. I haven't seen some of this from a receiver. It's buddy ball. It is blatant buddy ball out there with him and Bo Nix. Hey, it's working. It's working. But this stat blew my mind. He is 2 of 27 on passes 30 yards down the field. He's caught 2 of 27. 7% rate. It's buddy ball. But who cares? Denver keeps rolling 9-2 with sole possession of the AFC West. Total bust out my AP, perfect timing. That's all anybody cares about this game. Ravens versus Browns. Shedeur Sanders makes his NFL debut. Dang, it's about time. I know Shedeur, he looked poo. He doesn't get reps with the first teamers. Remember that. He hasn't played with them since training camp. It does not look good. He played bad. But I'm sick of watching Dylan Gabriel dink and dunk his way to a 3-and-out every single drive. Oh my God. They need a new quarterback next year. It's pretty obvious. That's what they're going to do in the draft. Wow. Shedeur Sanders comes into the game. It was insane. Shedeur Sanders comes into the game. Gets sacked. Guess what happens right away? Kyle Hamilton. Total bust down my AP. Hits the celebration, bro. That was so funny. I was cracking up when I saw that. I was like, dude, right away. You knew it was happening, bro. Shedeur. They do think he's going to get the start next week against the Raiders in the Tank Bowl. I'm excited. Special teams in this game was huge for the Browns as they get a special teams touchdown to keep them in this game at all. Myles Garrett, he's the best defensive player of all time. I'm sorry, he is. He's going to set the stat record this year. He is a man possessed. And please, get him off the Browns next year. Please. Browns suck. Lamar Jackson, he looks human again. These past 2 weeks, the Vikings and Browns, credit, amazing defenses. He's looked human. It's so weird. You're not seeing Lamar Jackson go, whoa, Lamar running around crazy. Dude, he had 2 picks yesterday. He looks not like Lamar. Derrick Henry, he's running well. He looks healthy behind that line. With Lamar back, he's right back to being Derrick Henry with Lamar back. What did you expect? Mark Andrews, what a slow touchdown run that was. He was hauling to the end zone to get the Ravens this comeback victory. We got to figure out what's wrong with this Ravens offense. They're 5-5. They have everything to play for these last couple weeks. It's going to get exciting for Baltimore, as this is one step in the right direction, taking down Cleveland in Cleveland. To end the night on Sunday Night Football, we had the Eagles taking down the Lions in what I'd call a snoozer. If you were up early Sunday morning, you probably didn't make it halfway through this game if you were working hard. But man, I watched it and it sucked. It didn't suck though. It sucked because the Lions really were so close to making it a game, like 4 drives in a row where they kept stagnating on 4th down, where they usually always convert their 4th downs. They went 0 of 5 on 4th down. The Lions. It lost them the game. But that's how the Lions live and die. Dan Campbell way. But man, the Eagles just do enough, dude. The Lions, did you guys ever think a Lions team would only score 9 points in a game after the past 2 years, what they've done, past 3 years? I can't believe it. Only 9 points in 4 quarters from the Lions. Goff wasn't handling pressure well. Like, once again, those fourth downs are the reason why they lose the game in the end. But if they convert, they win. That's what I love. I love Dan Campbell's way. It's how you, if you trust your team and your coach, that's how you should play every time. The run game, it was bad. They couldn't get anything going. The Eagles line is just ferocious. Linebackers, Super Bowl team. Gibbs, always good through the air. If he's not good in the rushing attack, always. He's always there on the receiving game. Whenever he's in space, just give Gibbs the ball in space 25 times a game. It'd be cool to see. Amon-Ra has the worst game of his career with a 20% catch rate. That's crazy. 2 of 10. I've never seen that from Amon-Ra. I've seen it from a lot of receivers on my fantasy team this year, but not Amon-Ra. J-Mo. Keep giving him this usage. Keep getting him the ball across the field. Drags. If J-Mo ran crossers and drags only run him on those routes, he can take him to the crib in a snap of a finger. Crossers and digs and zigs and drags. Short, intermediate, quick routes where he can use his speed and his decisiveness. Eagles, we don't got to talk about the Eagles much. They just do enough. It's the Eagles' way of winning. It's not beautiful, but they're Super Bowl champions. They're probably going to win it this year if they don't beat themselves. I don't see a team beating the Eagles. If the Eagles can beat a team like the Lions like this, like, bro, they didn't do anything. They totaled like 250 total yards. Just coasted. Weren't forced to put the pedal on the metal. Saquon, he does all right. 25 carries for 80 yards. Extremely inefficient. It's what it's been all year. The big runs are going to come. They're probably just going to all be in the playoffs, the back end of this stretch. A.J. Brown cried all over Twitter and social media for 7 for 50, while Devonta Smith had 1 for 8. As the Eagles take down, that's all we got for Week 11. What a amazing week of football. Rivalry games, upsets. It's football. The NFL is so awesome. Let me know your guys' thoughts, how your team's doing, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.